Hey guys, Smithy here. Welcome back to a brand new episode of the Gamers Podcast. And in today's episode, it's just me and Steven as usual.
Yep, how's everybody doing?
Let us know in the comments below. So, do you want to start off with the biggest drama in the gaming news this week?
I say, yeah, let's start off with a bang this week.
Okay, so we both know that in in gaming news, White Boy and K-pop were fakely swatted, and they were arrested for having possession of weed. Then they spent the night in prison. Well, not night, but kind of day in prison and whatnot, and they paid fees, etc. But I mean, I just wanted to get your view on this. Was the real crime solved here?
Truly, there's fault at both sides, in my opinion,
Mm-hmm.
because it's the person that falsely, swatted
Yeah.
White Boy that's also at fault, but then White Boy is also at fault for having dope.
Yeah, but here's the thing, though. I mean, weed is illegal, but it has less danger to you than what alcohol does, and alcohol is legal.
Mm.
Um, you can do more dangerous stuff with alcohol than what you can with weed. And the fact that in America that it's legal in some states and it's
Yeah.
not uh, legal in other states is kind of showcasing that in a couple of years it will be legal um, pretty much around the world because I just can't. Weed is one of these drugs. I mean, I've never smoked weed. I do know what it smells like, though. I have
Hmm.
seen it and certainly walked past places where people have smoked weed.
Yeah,
And
that. Hmm.
I do know people who do smoke weed, and they have said that um, that they don't feel any danger from weed. It's they like to get high because they feel like a new person. Like they get all high. It's like change, like life's all good for a bit. But I think the real crime here is wasting the swatters' time, and you know,
Truly, yes.
because I can't imagine there being too many swatters swatting teams around.
Not
Um,
normally, I wouldn't say.
no, I mean I can only assume you'd only have maybe two teams of swatting teams online. Like when I say online, I mean like at base, ready to
Hmm.
go. I can't imagine like if it was like a police force.
Yeah.
Like police force, there's like 300 of them like online at base, or in and around the job, especially in America.
It
America's
all
a big
depends.
America's a big place.
Yeah, it just depends the city mostly.
Yeah,
Large city, small city.
yeah, but
All cops corrupt.
and I was watching a couple of White Boys videos, and some of like the most thumbed up comments were, "You lied to us. You told us that you weren't doing anything. I've lost so much trust for you for doing weed and etc. and all this." And I remember like in Black Ops 1 when I was like a frequent viewer of White Boys content.
Mm-hmm.
That was when I mostly watched him, just due to the fact that his Black Ops 1 gameplay was oof, insane, and
I
his
mostly
commentaries were also
were
insane. Black
were
Ops
good.
1 and Modern Warfare 3, I
Yeah,
liked of his.
that's when I watched him the most.
Yeah.
Hmm.
And I still watch him to this day, but I don't click on every single video, and
I
I
don't.
don't go jump in his streams and whatnot because I don't have any disrespect for him, but
I.
it's
It.
just like died down to me.
Yeah, it's kind of like you gotta change things up. I haven't really seen nothing changed up since really MW3, and nothing's changed. I've gotten bored of it.
I haven't got bored of White Boy. I think I've just got bored of watching the same game over and over again.
Yeah,
Like,
I've gotten bored of White Boy in general.
I mean, when you play so much Black Ops 2 and
And and you'll watch
all
so
the other
much of it.
CODs, you don't want to be watching X amount of gameplays, of like, you don't want to really be watching tons and tons of gameplays and topics based on the fact. I mean, it's hard because Call of Duty does have a lot of topics and etc. and all that, but
Hmm.
White Boy's everyone who's met him, like big YouTubers, has always said he's like one of the nicest people around. Um, and he does so much to the gaming community and gave so much, like with all his giveaways, etc.
Hmm.
Like he would just give like 50 PSN cards away every week or whatever.
Hmm.
We have to mention K-pop. I mean, I kind of feel bad for her because I kind of get this feeling that the weed are more likely going to be Alex's.
Yeah, I don't
Uh,
think she's really at fault at all. I think she was just at she was caught in the crossfire there.
yeah, I mean, I've watched old like school. He does this. White Boy did this series where he talked about his high school stories,
Hmm.
and in a few of them he's mentioned smoking marijuana. And I kind of get the feeling that he went back to his 7th Street, came back, had the weed.
Hmm.
And I guess he would have been found more guilty if he had weed in his system.
Yeah, that wouldn't
Um,
have helped at all. That would have just made the
mm,
situation worse. Then he probably would have spent time in jail for that.
yeah, I mean, he can still go to jail. That they have a court hearing set on September something. I can't.
29th, I think.
It might be the 29th.
That's what I thought it was.
I saw it in one of my comments of the videos that I did. Um, but they have a court hearing set on there, and they could face up to 2 to 5 years if they get found guilty.
Well, that's the thing. I think Kelly's going to get put off okay, I think with just a fine because, she's only a first-time offender. But from what I heard before, White Boy or AKA, I'm not even going to mention White Boy. I'm just going to say Alex because I don't
Yeah,
feel that
yeah.
I don't have the respect anymore to say his gamer tag. Alex, let's just say he apparently has been caught before,
Yeah, I heard that too.
which that's like, he's considered a felon now. Now he's going to be
Yeah,
under felony charges. So we don't know what's going to happen
yeah.
there.
Hmm. But I also get this recognition that, as much as it's the guy who decided to waste SWAT team and decided thought it would be funny to mess with these people, he's wrecked their life. Um,
Forever,
yeah, like
possibly.
it's always going to be on their case, and we all know that YouTube will die down soon.
Uh,
If Google keep on implementing the changes they do to YouTube,
oh, yeah,
fucking with the gaming community's done with in YouTube.
they're going to
Um,
find some other website to upload
Website,
to.
yeah. And let's say White Boy's inside for 2 years. That's most of his audience forgotten about. A lot of people
If
will
not all of
still,
it.
yeah, a lot of people will still love him, but not uploading any like videos for 2 years, it would hurt you for sure because people lose interest in you. They find someone new, or they just
Hmm.
lose interest in watching other
Hmm.
gameplays now. Um, of course, you've got to look at the finances of Kelly, which if
Hmm.
Whiteboy's not putting any videos out for 2 years because he's locked up and Kelly's out there,
On our
sorting
own.
out her own benefits, can she really
Hold up.
the finances expectable for her house? You
I,
know,
s-
she's
yeah.
not she's not as big as White Boy. I think she's on like 400k subs.
Hmm.
And I'm guessing like only like 300, maybe 275k subs would watch her daily
Hmm.
or would watch her content, how often she puts it out. Um, so you've got to look at that, and if they are still renting a house, that's them kicked out of their house automatically. and they probably won't be able to rent a house again unless it's in a state where it's legal to do marijuana. And you've got to look at sponsorships that they're going to get dropped from sponsorships as
Oh
well.
yeah, they're probably going to get dropped, if not by now, very quickly.
Yeah, I mean, it sucks to happen, but White Boy, although he probably didn't think he was going to get caught, but you know the rules, you know the law, you know where you
Yeah.
live, you know what's what. So it should never have happened. It should have just, although it sucks because it's fucked him over, but he knew the rules.
Yeah, I mean, I think, people are, every side is kind of at fault if you think about it.
Yeah, I mean, over here, I'm going to talk about a case over here, not related to weed, but kind of on the same certain degree. Over here, certainly for my time before I turned 18, I would underage drink, and a lot of the time, the police would come, and instead of just like taking you home, the police officers would just pour your drink down the drain, and that would be it. It'd be like a slap
Uh,
on the wrist, because you know,
yeah.
don't don't do this again. But it happened pretty much every week. It would be different police. They'd pour your drink down, and if you were really drunk, they would take your name and give you like a warning slip that you had to show your parents, and they had to sign it, and you had to take it back, or they would take you home themselves and name and shame you. But I
Mhm.
mean, over in America, the police is really strict over there. The law is very strict on you.
Mhm.
But speaking of things that are going viral, apart from the white boy news in the gaming industry, we've got the ALS challenge, the ice bucket challenge.
Yes, I want to talk about this one.
Yeah, this is going viral, and phew, God, like there are so many celebrities taking part in it. There are so many people just in general taking part, but there are so many YouTubers taking part in it. I think it's for a great cause.
Mhm.
It's fantastic to see that things like this can still get the awareness of people. It's fantastic that there is still money in the pocket from people out the countries.
Mhm.
It's fantastic to see this thing go viral.
Yes, it is. I'm actually glad to see, for once, something on the internet goes viral for a good reason.
Yeah, me too.
To
Um,
fight to, raise awareness for ALS.
yeah, and it's nice to see that the big companies are taking part in it, the big celebrities are taking part in it, and they are donating money. They're not just being stubborn and being like, "Oh, you want me to pour ice over my head? Okay,
Mhm.
I'll do that, but I'm not going to donate anything." Everyone is donating to it.
Yeah.
Like, um, probably the best one I've seen on water base would have to be syndicates. Syndicate did 3 nominations and got his pulled over like by some sort of like digger thing in the end. So
Mhm.
you'll have to watch it. It's kind of cool. It's kind of cool.
Mhm.
And he also donated £1,000 to it because his grandma died of ALS.
Mhm.
Um, but Charlie Sheen did a good one.
Yeah, with the
Uh,
money. Yeah, I seen
yeah.
that one. I know
Uh,
American baseball player Chase Utley did a good one.
Sony and Microsoft have done one. Activision have done one. Bungie have done one. Everyone is doing one, and it's great to see that we can still raise awareness. I remember I haven't seen anything go viral like this since Coney 2012, pretty much.
Or I would have said like the Harlem Shake, but
Oh yeah, the Harlem Shake. But I mean, that wasn't like really a good cause. That was just like fun.
that
Like
was just stupid shit.
Yeah, the Harlem Shake was just dumb, and then to make it even worse, the guy who actually created the Harlem Shake went around copyrighting everyone's videos on YouTube
Yeah.
just to gain money. But I mean, I haven't seen anything go this celebrity viral since Coney 2012,
Yeah.
or the no makeup selfie. There was a couple on that for the cancer.
Hmm.
I don't think that really hit America. It was really like a UK thing.
Yeah, I didn't know if that really got nowhere.
But I mean, it's great that so much money has been raised, and hopefully they do find a cure for ALS. I was watching one video of a guy who was doing the ALS challenge or talking about the ALS challenge who actually had ALS.
Hmm.
And he was, saying how his gran had it, his mum's been diagnosed with it, and how he's been diagnosed with it. And it runs in his family, and basically he will lose all um, like feelings in his arms and his legs and everything like that. It's a horrible disease, and he was like, he was going to do the ALS challenge, but he can't, and he's just getting all upset. It's a very good video to get like a brief understanding of what ALS is and how it feels to have ALS. It sucks that our world has so many bad diseases,
Hmm.
but it's so great that the whole universe can come together as one. Although we don't know each other, we can come together as one to attempt to beat something.
Hmm.
Um, you're getting off this sad topic because, of course, don't want to talk about ALS because, millions of people do die from it each year. But getting into some gaming news now, Sony have announced that a PS3 is getting another new model in Japan. Now, this will be out on the August the 28th, which is 5 days from now. It's going to be known as the charcoal black Czech 43 00C, 500 gigabytes. It will retail for 25,980 yen, which evaluates roughly to 151 pounds. And that is overall £17 cheaper or $17 cheaper than the previous model available. Now, the
Hmm.
thing that I want to talk about is what the fuck is Sony doing? Why are you building a new PS3 machine?
Yeah, I'm not really sure.
No one wants that. It's next gen all the way.
Hmm.
And if you are gonna do previous gen, you brought that Super Slim out for a reason. Use that. I really don't get Sony. They complain they have money issues. They get 10 million consoles sold for the PS4. They get over 100 million in the Vita, the PS3, and the PS4.
Hmm.
And they're always complaining how they're in debt. Yet they just wasted money manufacturing and retailing all these PS3s that won't even sell that much, I gather, because
Everybody's trying to get the PlayStation 4, not the last gen, I guess, as it is.
yeah, I can understand that. I mean, people still play the PS1 and PS2 to this day, but no one's going to buy like a brand new PS3 anymore. It's all going to be like used, pre-owned, or some of you may refer to it as second-hand, or they'll just buy older versions of the PS3 that still work great and that are cheap.
Hmm.
And to counterattack this, Microsoft is planning to launch a 500 gigabyte Xbox 360 hard drive. Now, I don't know if they're actually going to do a console bundle with this, but they are going to be launching a 500 gigabyte Xbox 360 hard drive. Now, the reason why I got this down on the topic list is because Sony announced their console first. A couple of days later, Microsoft announced a hard drive.
Hmm.
And it just shows that the competition between these two is like head to
Hmm.
head.
Yeah.
Like today, I just saw that Xbox One finally has loading games on. You can now preload games, whereas Sony's had that in for a couple of months.
Hmm.
And it's like also what's funny about this is that Xbox has the Call of Duty sort of thing locked in with DLC.
Hmm.
Um, on the PS4, you can pre-order the Advanced Warfare game. On the Xbox One, Still to this day, you can't pre-order the game yet on Xbox One for digital. That,
That's odd.
yeah, that's kind of a fuck up.
Mm-hmm.
But I mean, you can. I think Sony said if you pre-order it off the PS4, you can preload that game by October.
Mm-hmm.
That's great. But it's really going to be interesting to see the head-to-head battle with the next-gen consoles. I really do think in the next couple of years, these two will shape up. Now, yeah, you're getting a PS4, right?
Yeah,
Pretty
I'm
soon.
trying to. Yeah.
Um, and I imagine that most of your friends already will have one or are eyeing up to get one.
I'm not really sure.
But I mean, the PS4 is not slightly better, but massively better in my eyes than the Xbox One. I, the only thing I would take from the Xbox One and put it on my PS4 is this Connect. I would like to have this voice recognition on my PS4, like PlayStation on.
Mm-hmm.
Because not all the time, if my controller's dead, not all the time, I can't reach my USB, or it doesn't reach where I want to sit, etc. And it'd be nice to just tell my PS4 what to do. And now I know you can do that already on the PS4, but it's not really that well designed. So
Yeah.
you can do it with the speakers, but it's pretty shit, to be honest.
Mm-hmm.
Compared to what Microsoft has. Advanced Warfare, you still against it?
Yeah.
Even though they announced a traditional playlist without the EXO abilities?
Yeah. No. Still against it.
Well, I mean, this playlist allows you to play all game modes, I think, without the boost jump, dodge jump, and all the other new movements, so that players who want to experience a classic Call of Duty can do that. This playlist will be a separate playlist in multiplayer.
Hmm.
Are you actually not going to get the game at all?
No, I'm not buying it at all.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
I mean, there was an interview that Sledgehammer did this week where they said the Call of Duty Advanced Warfare exosuit is a response for fans calling out for innovation. Here's a quote from that: "We heard loud and clear from fans that they wanted to change, that they wanted a change in Call of Duty." That's what Sledgehammer have said this week, but I think they over improvised the change in my eyes. I think they went too futuristic. I've always said I wanted new movement in Call of Duty.
Mm-hmm.
I've always said, the way players have moved over the last couple of years in COD has always been the same. It's about time we have something new. Now the fact is that everyone knows in a Call of Duty, to make a good Call of Duty, you can't change too much
Mm-hmm.
because it's just not gonna appeal to everyone. Advanced Warfare, I love what I've seen so far, but I am worried that the things that have been put in may result in me hating the game a little bit more,
Mm-hmm.
and um, I just think the fact that people now have the ability to cloak, boost, jump will just make me want to rage quite a bit more.
Mm-hmm.
I also think that the majority of these, like, they haven't said anything about dedicated servers, but the way this is going to work in my head is that the dedicated servers will be the exosuit playlist, and the non-dedicated will be the other playlist, like where you can't have exo abilities.
Mm-hmm.
That to me makes sense in my eyes. But I'm excited to see where Advanced Warfare can go. Really, I'm kind of looking forward to it, but I'm kind of not.
Hmm.
So according to a recent poll, there are more adult women uh, playing games to this day than young males.
That's actually a surprise. I would never expect that.
No, um, I I don't know what has brought this on, but you still get people in games today like Call of Duty and everything like that, and if they see a girl, you're like, oh, it's a girl on card. Like Call of Duty's always been a guy's game. It's always been the lad's game. Like typical girlfriend goes to see her boyfriend, he just plays COD. But
Hmm.
now, it has become acceptable that girls can play games too, and they can play Call of Duty and shooting games, etc., and whatever games they want to play. And you do see a lot of more common girl YouTubers now as well. Now, whether or not they're just there for the boobs
Hmm.
or the looks or the charms, etc., is down to them. But you do see a lot of girl YouTubers nowadays, whereas 3 years ago it was very rare that you saw that.
Yeah.
But yeah, I don't know about you, but I think with adults being able to play games, more. I think it's just the fact that I don't think they base that server or the poll off like teenagers. I think they based it off like underage teenagers.
Hmm.
And of course, these probably would have been related to age gap in games, whereas adults would have the ability to play the over 18 games, the 16, whereas teenage boys, you're looking at 12, 14 maybe,
Yeah.
really, and really just letting them have access to, I don't know, Pokemon, Super Mario,
Hmm.
etc. So Ubisoft have pretty much announced that they are going to be stopped. They will stop making Xbox 360 and PS3 games after 2015. In an interview with Game Informer, Ubisoft CEO, if I do pronounce this wrong, I'm very sorry. I'm not very good with these kind of names. Um, Uvius Gilimut. I'll go for that one. So we'll stick with that. He said that the firm plans to move exclusively to new hardware soon. He didn't say next gen. I thought he did, but he said new hardware soon.
Mm.
Do you think this is too soon to move to stop making games after 2015?
Uh, I don't really. It can go really. I can debate both ways, but
Mm.
in my opinion, I think it's a good call, but it's a little too early.
Yeah, I think the cutoff should be.
At least 2016, maybe.
Yeah, I mean, here's one of the things that EA do now. Over in England, we have a game called FIFA. I know it's
Yeah,
available in
FIFA.
America, but it's not as popular in America. It's coming to popular stages now after the World Cup and after America, is getting to learn soccer and whatnot. And FIFA is a huge game over in the UK. It's a great game. It's a fun, furious game, but what they do is FIFA comes out every year, always comes out in September, and still to this day, they are still making PS2 versions of FIFA.
Hmm.
So they have supported the PS2 version. There is a FIFA 14. Every FIFA that's come out has been playable on PS2. It also probably there will be a FIFA 15, which is the next game to come out. on PS2 available. Um, I think 2015, I still think people will be deciding which next-gen consoles to get. I don't think within the next year, I don't think we're going to see a huge improvement in next-gen games.
I don't think so either.
I don't. I still think it's a little too soon to sort of understand the language and the hardware and how to publish and code a game fully.
Hmm.
I think that sort of comes into play 2017, 18, and by then there's probably some new game console on the market.
Maybe.
You would think so.
Possibly, but who knows?
But I just think the cutoff point for that is too much. I think maybe focus on next-gen hardware now and do a cut-off version for PS3 and Xbox 360 because there are still going to be people that play PS3 and Xbox 360 down the line in 10 years if the servers are still online.
Yeah.
For sure. And that's the great thing about the PS3. The one thing about the PS3 is that it's always going to be free to play. Like that's the one thing I love
Hmm.
about my PlayStation 3 is that it's free to play, but it's only there until Sony say no to it, and how it depends how long Sony will keep it. But
Hmm.
I think they'll keep it for a reasonable amount of years, just because if they cut off the service of the PS3, they'd piss a lot of customers off.
Yeah, they would.
They really would. That would be like literally shooting them in the head and them surviving. Like that would just piss people off to me.
Hmm.
Like it would be a huge, huge bad decision. And Sony, I think a lot of people would just lose love for Sony after what the love they've just brought them after the PS4.
Hmm.
So speaking of PSM, on Monday for the UK, it's going to be bank holiday. And Sony, the good old fuckers, have decided they will hold a scheduled maintenance on Bank Holiday Monday. So the online gaming service will be offline from this Monday, August the 25th, at 5:40 p.m. UK time until Tuesday the 26th, 0:50 a.m. The reason why I want to talk about this is because Sony, what are you doing? Like, this is bank holiday. This is everyone's day off in the UK and in Europe. And, you've sold 10 million units worldwide. Not really sure how many you've sold in the UK and Europe worldwide, but I'd like to say it's more than 3 million. In Europe, based in Europe and England alone. Yes, you agree with me on that, or would you say less?
I could probably say, yeah, that's about right.
So, or maybe even more, but this is a bank holiday. What does everyone love to do on bank holiday, or when they have a day off and they don't have anything to do? They like to have fun. They like to play games. They like to do whatever the fuck they like.
Hmm.
And Sony just seem to schedule their maintenance wrong. I remember on Christmas Day, they always do it on fucking Christmas Day, and it pisses me the fuck off. Like, it doesn't matter like last Christmas, I got my PS4, maintenance. The Christmas before that, I had new games, maintenance. The Christmas before that, new games, maintenance. They always do it on Christmas Day.
I guess they figure that most people aren't on their PlayStations on Christmas Day because they usually are out with family, but most, I don't think that's exactly all
I
that true.
think, no, I think a lot of people do go out for family, but I mean, a lot of people, when they get stuff for Christmas, they want to try them out. They want to be messing around with them. They want to be playing the stuff that they got with.
Hmm.
And if you get games You want to be playing those games and be trying them out. You know, you don't want to be sitting downstairs watching the shit programs that are on. You know, the only Christmas movies that I get excited for are Home Alone's.
Home Alone.
Home Alone's are fucking fantastic.
Except the third one, but
Yeah, well, Home Alone 1 and 2, that's all I watch.
yeah,
And the Santa Claus movies, that's it.
Santa Claus.
And maybe Buddy the Elf, that's a good one.
Ah, yes, a good Will Ferrell movie.
Oh yes, a brilliant actor. But I mean, you know, I think Sony have just got something wrong with them. Like, they just pick the worst days ever to have maintenance, and it's just terrible that that
See,
they would do this.
like this scheduled maintenance. What makes me laugh about this is, you know, I guess whatever you have there in England, it's called, what's it called again? Bank holiday.
It's called Bank Holiday Monday. I think we normally have like 6 a year. We have 6 bank holidays, and they're normally like a Monday. It's something that the Queen sets up. I believe she picks the dates for it, that kind of thing.
Mm-hmm.
And what it pretty much does is everyone who works has that day off. So no one works on that day. Now shops can open, but whoever works on that day, they get double wage for the hours they do. So instead of getting, I think it's like £5.73 the average wage over here. So they will then get £11 whatever per hour.
I see.
So, you know, and sometimes they'll even get triple. Like sometimes stores open at like 6 a.m. because they'll have bank holiday sales on.
Mm-hmm.
Not,
we don't have something like that over here.
yeah, but you have. Is it Independence Day? What
We
is
have
that? What is Independence Day?
like July 4th, Independence Day.
Yeah, what is that?
July 4th is technically, there's debate about it, but it's technically when the Declaration of Independence was signed to break the United States away from your home country,
Uh-huh.
or
Okay.
Britain.
But everyone mocks it with May the 4th, May the Force be with you, don't they?
May the 4th. Oh, that's a Star Wars event.
Yeah, but everyone relates to that in America, don't they? Like that, is that big in America? Like no one really does it over here.
That's only really like for Star Wars on May 4th, but nothing really.
No. What about what is this? Is this like no, it's not Christmas, but you guys have like where you have like turkey on like a certain day.
Thanksgiving.
You have it on Thanksgiving. What's that about?
Thanksgiving, they really haven't really, I don't know, a lot of people have different definitions for this. I don't know. Some say Thanksgiving was created when pilgrims came over for something with Indians before we killed them all, or I don't know. It's a day of thanks. I don't know. I really don't give a shit. It's a day where I fucking fill my fat ass up.
Wow. You really don't have any strong views on Thanksgiving.
Nope, just fill my fat ass up. Food's there, I'm filling it up.
I mean, over here we don't really have any major events apart from you have these bank holidays. We celebrate the Queen's birthday.
Yeah, the Queen.
Just last year to celebrate her being on the throne for X amount of years, we made her a boat from our taxpayers' money. It's a nice boat, but apart from celebrating, we have like a golden jubilee kind of thing going on, where we just celebrate the Queen being in for years on the throne. We celebrate royals, like the royal family birthdays. Only the important royal family
Yeah, we
ones.
don't. Yeah, we don't do that over here.
No.
Nor do we have a queen or ruled by a single person. That's why we broke away from yous.
Yeah. But I mean, it's kind of mad over here. I mean, I'd love for us to have a Thanksgiving over here
Not bad.
because I love turkey.
Oh god damn, man, turkey's the best.
Mm. Turkey. Mm. But getting back into some gaming news, Facebook is going to pay you to find Oculus Rift bugs. Now they already do this with their own Facebook glitches and bugs and everything like that, so you can get paid money for exploits and all that. So as part of the program, the Oculus Rift headset owners can report bugs to Facebook for a chance to be financially compensated. The minimum reward is $500 and there's no maximum payout. Every bug is awarded a bounty based on security, severity, security, and creativity.
Damn! Where can I get me my hands on that Oculus Rift?
I know, right?
Yeah, there's a bug with this. Yeah, there's a bug with that. Yeah, it crashes when you touch it.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
But I kind of like Facebook's approach to this.
Yeah, it's not bad.
I mean, when you buy the Oculus Rift for, what was it? How much did they buy it for? Was it 2 million or something like that? They
don't know.
brought it for something huge. They did spend huge money on the Oculus Rift buying it.
Yeah, they just spent money on that.
We did a podcast on it. I know that.
We did.
But I mean, Facebook rakes in the money. Like Mark Zuckerberg is
just rolling in dough.
His bed is made out of dough. Like his bed is made out of money.
Yeah, I wouldn't doubt that.
He probably just has a light switch where he turns it on and he makes it rain with money. It just pours out money and just reminds him how rich he is.
I wouldn't doubt that.
Yeah, I was expecting him to donate more on his ALS challenge as well.
Mark Zuckerberg, money whore, who cares?
But no, he's not a money whore actually, because he did donate like half of his wages that he earned last year to charity.
Yeah, that's not bad.
So I mean, every little helps makes a difference. But I mean, if you're gonna buy a product and support it, this is how you do it. Microsoft, PlayStation, Sony. This is how you support a product. If you guys were to pay some money, we may not just get hacked games anymore. We might actually get a service that we actually love and enjoy, where there are no hacked games and there are no hackers.
And it's worth paying for.
Yeah, there are no exploits to hack games. Nothing that you can do. No trophy hacks. No modded comments. No jailbreaks or whatever you call the Xbox One. We may just get that if you guys just paid us, I don't know, £150 or dollars to find these bugs.
Yeah, it'd be nice.
It sure would. Also, Sunihi Yoshida, the president of Sony, has said that the PlayStation Move was ahead of its time, but it will be important for the Project Morpheus. He did go on to say, right at this moment in time, there's little interest in motion games currently.
I can agree with that completely.
Yeah, I think the whole motion game thing came relatively into popularity, I guess, when the first Wii launched.
Yeah.
And motion games, they seem fun, like I've had a Wii and I got rid of it a couple of years ago. not due to it being bad, just due to it sitting there and doing nothing. The thing
Hmm.
about a Wii is there's so much lack of games for it.
Yeah, nobody really wants to code games for it, cause
Yeah, and the system can't handle it. Like,
yeah, that's true.
and the games don't look that great anyway. And it was just sitting there doing nothing. You can argue that there are some games for it, but there aren't really many interesting to me.
Hmm.
So, it's just a bummer that the Wii does suffer from this kind of lacking in development. But I can definitely say that um, that the whole movement games, they don't really appeal to anyone anymore.
Hmm.
It was more based on the fact that when Wii Sports came out, everyone was like, "Oh, wait, this is a thing now. Let's catch our thing." Yeah, I mean, the PlayStation Move was badly marketed as well. Like the thing,
Yeah, I don't know
like,
why they said that was like
like
ahead of its time. It was,
yeah,
eh.
like the thing is the shape of a fucking dildo.
Yeah, I
You
know. And it
know,
feels like you're in a rave.
yeah, and they had pretty much one game for it, which was the PlayStation workout game, whatever
Yeah,
was.
wasn't it?
They didn't really
Yeah,
push anything
they did.
towards
They didn't really. I mean, they had that one game with the
the gym.
bow, no, yeah, and then the bow and the arrow
Yeah.
thingamabobber, and the Disney Brave game that was horrible.
But I mean, they didn't really specifically push any marketing out there for it. Like, there wasn't many. There was a couple of PlayStation Move adverts over here, but I mean,
Not
there
that
was
many.
there wasn't really any money invested into developers and like Activision for Call of Duty or
Hmm.
asking Naughty Dog to develop it like The Last of Us for to consider the PlayStation Move
Hmm.
console. You know,
Yeah.
but I don't know. Getting into some more Sony news. They've just finally fixed a glitch that made games unplayable. The latest example of this error is CE33945, a major glitch that recently kept some PS4 users, from doing anything on their consoles. So I
Mm.
just don't know how this can even occur. There's obviously a fault in the firmware.
Yeah, it's a firmware.
But I don't know how you can sell 10 million of these consoles and
Have a few problems that you can't play the games on
yeah, I mean games are key to the
a
console.
console. Yeah,
Like
it's kind of hard to sell a console when you can't play the games.
yeah. I mean I remember my PS4 broke 4 days after, well 6 days after I had it. Um and I don't know what I did to it. Like all I did was literally put my Elgato into my PS4 and I had HDMI splitters at that time,
Yeah.
and that would normally work, and it works. It worked after that as well when I got my new PlayStation 4, and it just didn't boot up again. Like it would boot up, but it wouldn't flash white. I don't know what happened to the fucking thing.
Hmm.
Um, but I felt kind of let down by Sony because like I wanted like I got like a brand new PS4, but it didn't come in like a brand new box.
Hmm.
It was a guy came from Sony. It was a great service actually because what I ended up doing was rang them up, told them my issue. They wanted a photo of my receipts, so I gave them that.
Yeah.
Next day comes by, guy picks up my PlayStation, gives me a brand new PlayStation on the day.
Hmm.
Great service. but I wanted more. I wanted a PSN card as to say, look, we're sorry this has happened, or a free PlayStation Plus card or a new controller. I wanted something from them for me
Yeah.
being fucked about, because when you do that with Microsoft and you
Hmm.
get three red lights or broken disk drive, they give you like a 3 month of gold. Um, you get Microsoft points.
Hmm.
You know, I just wanted something. You know, a console can't last 6 days. You can't buy a console and have it last 6 days.
Yeah, that's really bad.
But you know, I got a new PS4. It works, and I'm happy. But it just kind of ticked me off at the time. You know, I wanted to be rewarded. You know, I felt as if I'd been let down. I needed something to cheer me up. Maybe a £50 PSN card. Maybe a free year of PlayStation Plus or a new controller.
Hmm.
You know, couldn't have. You know, do you know what? If you worked at Sony, would you just have like a massive hard on working at Sony, like all the PSN codes? You can just access all the PSN codes.
Yeah, I can generate as many as I want.
Yeah. Mm,
Yeah.
like, oh my god. Like how many would you generate a day?
How many can the PlayStation wallet hold?
I don't know.
I
I
think
don't know.
it's like 350, I think. I think
No,
that's how
you can do
much.
more than that.
No, I think that's,
Wallet amount.
yeah, wallet amount.
Maybe. Um, it might be 350, but you know, you could do that a day. But I mean, my God, if I worked at Sony and you were like really high up, imagine being the CEO of Sony, like just calling them up, like, I need a PSN code. I need a PSN code.
Give me a few $100 PSN codes.
Or well, no, they just give you the program to generate it off, like click, 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 click.
Hmm.
I'd start my own business in that, like just make like a website and just go into business and have him sell,
Hmm.
have him sell, give him like a decent cut, and just be like, we're gonna sell PSN codes. That would be amazing.
Yes, it would.
Like fuck all the technical support things. I'm going straight to generating PSN plus codes and everything like that. Like that's the stuff you want to be working for in life. Getting these privileges, like, wow. And I bet if you work at Sony, you probably get um, someone once joked about, like, to me, as if like you always get these people that troll you saying my dad works at Sony, etc.
Hmm.
But like someone always said, like, do you think, just for a joke, like, do you think if you're a guy that can survive your life, like if you would just, let's say you inherited a large sum of money from your parents' death or someone's death in your family,
Hmm.
and you're set for life, but you're working for Sony and they don't pay you, but they pay you in PSN cards. Are you happy or not? So how many hours you work, you don't get any wages, you just get paid in PSN cards.
Mm. That all depends. I mean, I would be happy for it to a certain degree, but then, it'd kind of get old
Hmm.
kind of really quick.
Yeah, I get that, but there's only so much you can buy on the store as well. And well, having saying that, you definitely have to get like the highest terabyte hard drive available for your PlayStation,
Hmm.
because you're going to be downloading a lot of digital content.
Hmm.
Um, and that would surely be interesting to work with. I don't even know what is the biggest terabyte that they've come out with yet.
Uh, I mean, I know you can have there's something called I think after a terabyte, I think it's called a petabyte, I believe, but I'm not
Hmm.
completely certain on that one.
Uh, I mean, I don't know. There are two things I would change about the next. Well, there are a couple of things, but there are two main things that I would change. One would be the hard drive, and two would be make it more digital friendly.
Mhm.
Like, you've got to listen to your customers. You know, giving us 500 gigabytes as well, that's kind of lame as well.
Mhm.
I just thought that was lame because, I mean, you download a game digitally now, that's 50 gigabyte.
Yeah, I know.
It's very little. Um, anyway, getting onto some more sort of gaming news. Logitech want to make their own game, and it wants your ideas for its game. So,
Uh, bitch, get in the kitchen and make me more accessories.
no. Now here's the thing that they will do. Here's a great game for them, right? I don't know the scenery for the game, I don't know the outcome for the game, but what they need to do is they need to get some product placement on this. If you want to make your own game, Logitech, you've got to
Mhm.
have a Logitech webcam, and you're going to have movement skills.
Mhm.
So you'll detect movement like the Wii U with your HD 1080p webcam. Have a Logitech mouse and keyboard.
Mhm.
Only plug in and play Logitech only. It will check the drivers.
Mhm.
Get a bit of branding out there. Extra sales in the Logitech department.
Mhm.
And you've just got to play the Logitech game and um, see how many products of Logitech you can put in your PC, and maybe allow some microtransactions in your game and allow other companies to put their keyboards in the game and their drivers into
Mhm.
the game so other people can just use the game. But Logitech, why are you making a game?
Yeah, you should
Well,
be making accessories for the real games or the real for the consoles.
yeah, I mean, you can only imagine this is going to be some shitty indie game.
Mhm.
Like, I love indie games because, like, well, I don't love indie games. Everyone says they love indie games, but they only love Minecraft.
Yeah, I can
That's
agree with
like
that.
that's like the biggest indie game to come from indie games.
I know.
Apart from Doom, I think Doom was an indie game at the start.
Mhm.
Um, but I mean, no one has really hit higher than Minecraft in the indie game department, which is really sad. I mean, I'm all for indie game. I'm all for people developing their own games. I guess Goat Simulator is an indie game in a way, but
Mhm. Mhm.
nothing has come higher than Minecraft in indie games. So I'm guessing Logitech will make their own version of some. Oh, they could make a Logic Craft
Logic Craft.
or
Okay, what was it?
Logitech Craft or
Like, what, make it like a Minecraft, make like a Minecraft clone, or
no, that they could have their own like workshop, and you could build like Logitech products in that workshop, and you're like, hi, this is Bob. You can be your own workman in the shop, and
hmm. Actually, I can see that. Actually, that's not a bad idea.
hmm, uh, you create your own worker. You get promoted, and then you have like a multiplayer where you can race against the time of people stacking and making their own Logitech project.
Mhm.
You have a leaderboard saying Bob or David did this in 42 seconds or a minute, etc.
Mhm.
You then have an ultimate co-op mode of where you can go, where you have to make certain amount of things in a certain amount of time, and it gets quicker and quicker. This is it. Gaming ideas here, Logitech. The Gamers Podcast. Hit it here first.
Yeah, the Gamers Podcast giving ideas for games.
Just imagine this coming soon from the Gamers Podcast. A Logitech game. If only we could pull off that voice,
We be
we'd
in
we'd be great.
business.
Yeah, we would. Um, Grand Theft Auto 5, PS4, Xbox One. I want to know where the hints and the trailers and the teasers are. Where are they? It's August. Um, every game that is coming out in November has already been teased at Gamescom and E3. Now, GTA had like what was it? How long was that trailer? It wasn't very long.
I think it was like a minute or so.
Yeah, uh, about a minute and a half or so, whatever. And I'm getting worried. I'm getting very worried that this thing's going to get postponed.
I wouldn't doubt it, and people are gonna be pissed when it does.
Yeah,
I know I'm gonna be one
they
of those
are.
people.
And I just, I don't think Rockstar's ready because I think um, the whole, I don't know what it is with Grand Theft Auto and Rockstar, but that they like to make it inch perfect. And a lot of people were pissed of the fact that Grand Theft Auto first got postponed.
Hmm.
Then they accepted it, but then they didn't turn the online servers on for 2 weeks, and then people got mad.
Hmm.
And then they had all the server errors for a week.
Yep. Yeah, resetting characters. Had to
Oh,
recreate your characters how many
dude, you don't
times?
understand how many times I tried to do that online fucking mission. Like the
Ah,
first online mission, I lost count. Like I
of
was
how many
so
times? Yeah,
pissed off. Like you had to walk into that car, and that I couldn't get past that.
I know.
It was just so bad. And then you couldn't skip any of it either. That was the worst thing. You had to go through all this driving through the terminal of the airport, and
Hmm.
Jesus Christ. Ugh.
Jesus fucking Christ! Just let me get to the bloody game.
Fucking hell, mate. What's going on here, Rookstore? What's going on? What are you playing at here? But I'm kind of getting worried that it's going to be postponed. Normally, you'd have like, I don't know, 5 second, 10-second teasers saying coming soon. But
Hmm.
apart from a couple of retailers listing it for a November release, I've heard nothing. Now, if nothing comes in October, it's not coming.
Hmm.
There's if nothing gets announced in October or teased,
Yeah.
there's no way it's coming. And the thing is they're already late on Heist.
Yeah.
They've only just released DLC,
Hmm.
and it looks as if Heist is going to be pushed over to PS4 and Xbox One
Most likely.
when it should have come out in the summer for PS3 and Xbox 360. Um, they're so behind on hacks, on fixing money glitches and car glitches, etc. You got YouTubers that are just gaining sustainable amounts of views, subs, money for hacking the game. They've got to
Hmm.
ban them. Um, they've got content ID claims going everywhere with Grand Theft Auto, but oh god, like I don't care. I just want the release date, and I've already got £5 reserved on a copy of the next gen hardware for Grand Theft Auto game.
Hmm.
I already have £5 locked down, so I already own a copy. I just have to pay the rest off. As soon as I get that release date, I will go down to the shop, pay the rest off.
Yeah, I don't have it. I don't have it. Pre, you know,
Yeah, pre-order.
uh, yeah, pre-ordered because I don't have a release date on it. I'm not pre-ordering a game. At least I know, unless I know when the release date is.
Mm. But I mean, they have to announce it sometime. I guess they will either probably announce it. Well, it's got to be soon, hasn't it? It can't
Yeah.
be. It's got to be in the September time. They've got to tease it in September, and then
Hmm.
show a trailer in October, and then get in like a more exclusive trailer for the release date if it's in November, which I'm hearing it is. A lot of people are saying it's I think it was either the 14th or the 21st of November.
Hmm.
But then some people have been saying it's going to be released in December.
Yeah, nobody has really gotten an exact release date on anything.
But, however, Rockstar are going to release 3 games in 2015. So GTA 5 gets a release. Bully 2 has to be, or Bully remake for the PS4. That would be awesome.
And didn't Rockstar say they were going to possibly make a mobile game as well?
Yeah, possible. I think that's going to be GTA mobile game there.
Hmm.
You got the Red Dead coming back. Um, what else can Rockstar do? It's only Bully, Red Dead, and GTA
Uh-huh.
that are the big 3. But
Mm.
this was announced before GTA was coming out for the PS4, so I can't imagine that that's confirming the postponement of GTA 5.
Hmm.
So Sony have said today there won't be as many PS4 remasters of PS3 games. Quote from this article says, you can't have too many of these things, otherwise next gen just looks like a rehashed last gen, said Sony.
I can agree with that to a certain degree.
What degree?
I can only agree to it to where, okay, yeah, I mean, yeah, we see your point. Okay, yeah, it could make it like, okay, if people keep remaking old games on new consoles, it is kind of like a PlayStation 3.5. But
Yeah.
then again, on that's their side. But on our side, we believe it is this. We love these games so much on the PlayStation 3 or the PlayStation 2. We want these games on our new hardware so we can enjoy them more.
Yeah, but here's why they are probably saying that. The reason why they will do this is because the reason why they say this is because you look at the sales that come through of a revamped version of a game. You know, it goes high for the few first weeks, then it sort of dies down. No one's really playing it. You know, you can still get people that are playing it, but the fact is, you know, people move on. You know, a lot of these remakes get overdone in games.
Hmm.
If they don't change anything, but they give it a more HD, then yes, it's great. But the reason why Sony have said this is just for their PlayStation Now service to take off.
Yeah.
Whatever remake doesn't get remade onto a physical copy of a disc on PS4 will go on the PlayStation Now.
Hmm.
They've already said that every PS1, or at least most PS1 and PS2 games, are already on the Gaukai server thing that they brought PlayStation Now.
Hmm.
So if that is true, then that's great. But they've got a lot to change with PlayStation Now, and they can't change it until they get friendly with digital.
Yeah.
Really, they want us to buy games for a month or a week and 90 days. You got to have a reasonable renting price
Yeah.
and a decent game as well.
Hmm.
So, there's a bit of excitement. You've always raved upon how you like The Walking Dead.
Yes, I love The
Um,
Walking Dead.
and they have now announced a new FPS co-op game.
Don't make it like Survival Instinct.
So The Walking Dead co-op FPS has been announced. The developers of Payday have announced Overkill's The Walking Dead coming in 2016.
Hmm.
Developers of Payday, The Heist and Payday 2 have announced that they are working on a cooperative multiplayer first-person shooter game based on Robert's Kirkman's The Walking Dead franchise. Owner Starbreeze Studios announced. So, based upon The Walking Dead and what's that is based on, is that going to be a first-person shooter game pretty much about zombies or a zombie survival first-person shooter game? Maybe?
Zombie survival.
First-person shooter?
It's gonna be a FPS about zombie survival, pretty much.
Yeah, but how do you do that? Do you do it like, have you ever watched Sniper Elite Zombies?
Yeah, I have seen Sniper Elite Zombies. Yeah, I don't want to see it like that. I mean, I kind of see it like DayZ in a way, except a little less open.
Mm,
Maybe
yeah.
with like a storyline, but all I know is don't make it like whatever they call it is
Insomnia?
no, not Insomnia. Not Insomnia. Survival Instinct. Do not make like
Uh,
Survival Instinct. That game was absolutely horrible.
yeah. I mean, speaking of Sniper Elite, I actually saw a leak. I was actually going to post it on the topics, but I couldn't really care less for it. But speaking of the top of my head, there has been some leaks on Amazon Germany website that there has been a listing for Sniper Elite 2 Zombies coming to PS4 and Xbox One.
Hmm.
That is something that I may invest in just because, I mean, I didn't really like Sniper Elite 3. I did play it. Um, I did enjoy it to a certain degree, but it was one of these games where I played it for a few days, and then it sat in my drawer. And I was
Hmm.
like, you know what? I don't really care for this anymore. And it took quite a bit of hard drive space up, so fuck it.
Yeah.
But I mean, if you're gonna compete with The Walking Dead, you know, you got DayZ as well. You've got H1Z1. You got that Dying Light. There are so many zombie games coming out.
Hmm.
It's gonna be great because also 2015 you got Treyarch doing their zombie thing as well,
Hmm.
which is gonna be awesome on next gen.
Yeah, it is.
You know what I'm really looking forward to about that as well is that by 2015, so that when that game launches, Sony should have the feature where it allows you to turn off your console fully, and then next time you turn it on, you resume where you left off. So you can be going for like a high round. So you can be
Hmm.
on like round 50, and instead of leaving your PS4 on like you would have to with PS3 or Xbox 360, you might
Hmm.
be able to turn it off fully, put your
Hmm.
controller on charge, and then resume game. That would be so awesome.
Yeah, that's not bad.
hmm That is going to be awesome. And I really cannot wait for COD Zombies without any console lag and getting to high rounds. Like,
Yeah,
that's the one thing with PS3 is that I've been fucked over so many times going for high
console lag.
rounds.
Hmm.
Console lag, server lag, disconnected,
Hmm.
unknown errors, got to error script. The PS3 is the worst to go for high rounds on. I'll tell you why, because they put like 200 and whatever 50 bit of ramen. The PS3 in zombies, instead of when you kill a zombie on the Xbox, it disappears. On
Hmm.
the PS3, it disappears on your screen, but in the PS3's mind, it still thinks that zombie body's there. So when you get that unknown script error or run out of memory,
Hmm.
it's normally the zombies that have fucked you over.
Yeah, yeah,
Um, but there are ways to get around that. I mean, you can play on land, but everyone, when they go for a high round, they want it on their personal best record.
yeah.
No one wants to be on LAN. But I mean, you know, hopefully, um, really am interested to see how this Walking Dead game plans out.
Yeah, it's interesting to see.
Do you think they'll make a single player co-op mode and a multiplayer mode, or do you think they'll just go for a multiplayer game?
Single player game.
Yeah, but it's gonna be multiplayer as well.
Oh, really?
Yeah, so I was thinking, do you think they'll go for like a single player and then a co-op mode and then a multiplayer, or do you think they'll just go multiplayer only?
Uh, I think they'll go like multiplayer only. I think so.
I think just based off what they can do with The Walking Dead and how that plans out, I think they'll do a sort of storyline co-op mode where you can play with your friends through the storyline.
Yeah.
The multiplayer will be like that, but it might be a bit more intense. Like they
Mhm.
may have some kind of thing where it's zombies versus humans, and you have to kill the humans as zombies, and um, it's like a game mode in Modern Warfare 2, pretty much like Infected, really.
Yeah.
Um, but I was thinking of a game mode in Modern Warfare 2 when everyone used hacks. There was a game called Hide and Seek, where you would choose an object. They should implement that into Call of Duty anyway. There's a game mode in called Hide and Seek where you choose an object and you put it in it goes on the map and you become that object and you hide from the seeker and he has to shoot you. Super fun game mode.
Mhm.
So EA Access is apparently a rip-off. We spoke about this, I think it was last week.
I think so.
Um, and to reward £6 of this month, the Xbox One owners and the 360 owners got 6 hours of exclusive full game access to Madden 15 or Maiden 15. 6 hours early.
Hmm.
They got to play the game for 6 hours, and then it was opened for a demo after. Is that really worth £6?
No.
Nope. £6 a month. I saw this blow up on Twitter. Loads of people were tweeting at EA like, £6 I want my fucking money back. $6 You robbing bastards. You robbing cunts. Give me back my money. This isn't worth it. This is shit. Can now understand why Sony turned it down. There's been a lot of hate towards EA about this. And a lot of people were saying there's only like 3 items on the store right now that you can get. So this whole thing has been a flop. I'm so glad Sony did turn it down though in the end. I think the fact that they can promise very little titles coming towards it and there's not really a market to rent a game for 6 hours before release,
Mhm.
that kind of puts Sony off. Microsoft has been tipped to unveil the next version of Windows next month, so Windows 9 unveil next month. What was the clap for?
Yeah.
Well, I just knew that you're a Mac boy and you get excited over Windows. You've shown that in previous podcasts that you really are adamant and support the Microsoft um, systems and really do love Bill Gates's ass off. So I would have thought a guy who thought so highly rated of Microsoft would really like this. Do you not
Uh,
like Microsoft at all? Or
no, I don't.
uh,
Not
but
one
you
bit.
but you love Windows, right?
No, I don't. Not anymore. Windows 7's okay. And XP, but no.
Vista's okay. Windows 7 Vista.
Vista's horrible. Vista, or
Mm.
no, friggin' 7, XP, two best operating systems Windows ever come up with. Vista and everything else is shit.
Well, Windows 8. Um, I've been in a dilemma this week. Well, actually, I did find out that Windows error in the end, by the way.
Yay.
You want to find out what it was? Microsoft fucked everyone over.
Hmm.
Microsoft urged everyone to update their PC, saying important updates. You really need to do this update as soon as possible, only to find out that these updates shit your fucking computer over. They fuck them over. Basically what this update does is there is some fucking misled coding in there, which leads your system into an automatic repair every single time you boot up. Now, because Windows 8 boots up so fast, it disables safe mode and everything like that. And the only way to get your PC back is to either restore your PC through the Windows disk, boot up disk, recovery disk kind of thing, or to use a backup version of your PC and restore back, or wipe your whole hard drive. Now, I tried to get the boot up disk working, but every time I did that, it just would restart. I had to wipe my whole PC, and that's why there's no gameplay on the podcast anymore, because I lost all my gameplay, and I just can't be bothered to record any gameplay right now. I'll wait until I get my Elgato HD60, and then we'll record some PS4 gameplay. And who knows, maybe by
that time.
Maybe by that time there will be some new games on the horizon, because I'm kind of bored of the games out right now for PS4. Hopefully Minecraft's out by then as well.
Hopefully.
But it did fail Sony's passing as well this week, which is kind of sad. Because I really want Minecraft on PS4.
Yeah, so do I.
Just because it's too boring on PS3. But hopefully Windows 9 is a lot more improved and a lot stable than Windows 8.
All I know is they got to come up with something, because Windows 8, I mean, it was bad.
Yeah. It was bad. I've never seen so many customers turn against it. Like, everyone loved Windows 7. Everyone loved Windows 2003. Everyone loved Windows XP. Everyone loved Windows 2000. And then Windows 8 comes out, and everyone's like, what the fuck did you do? Who in the right mind designed this operating system? Give me that gun and let me shoot him. It's like, who the fuck puts a no start menu in? Who the fuck makes it all emoticons? Shit. Like, who does that? Like, why are you putting me through this pain? Like, Microsoft, what the fuck are you doing? And Windows 9 has to have safe mode. It just has to. If there isn't a safe mode option, which there should be, but I'm guessing they'll want an even quicker run up launch than Windows 8, because if you don't have that, then that's a fuck up in your own stuff anyway. But I mean, no one wants the Windows 8 display again. No one wants that whole shit scenario again. Okay, so some Pokemon news this week. There's going to be a shocking Pokemon project being announced this week. Now, the reason why I mentioned this is because this week there was a Pokemon trading card app released on the iPad. So I think the shocking announcement is they are finally putting the Pokemon games on the iPhone, on the store.
Okay.
Well, Pokemon Blue, Pokemon Red, the classics. The brilliant.
Okay.
God, like a Jigglypuff already.
That's all I can say. It's okay.
Okay, here's a question that requires some thinking. If you decided to become a serial killer, how would you do it? What would be your methods? How
God,
would you attack them? What would you use?
God, the word
Um,
fucking question, but uh, if I
Dude,
was,
I have an even weirder one.
all right then. Well, if I was a serial killer, the first thing I'd do is long distance rifle, silencer, take you down, run my full fat ass down to the body, drag it, take it, and bury it somewhere.
Okay. Now, over the last couple of weeks, I've always liked watching serial killer documentaries, just because I like to see what drove people to kill,
hmm
like what really ticked them off. And I've watched loads of documentaries over the years, and I figure enough that a lot of people fuck up on their own mistake, that they leave too much evidence behind. So you're
Yeah.
gonna get some latex gloves. You want to get decked out. Um, you probably want, if you're going to do it gun-wise, you probably want a silencer on.
hmm
Um,
Wear rubber gloves, no fingerprints,
yep.
if
You
if anything.
probably want a burnable bag to get rid of any evidence as well.
hmm
Probably some tape.
hmm
Um, Probably some rope as well. Um, this is like a murders kit right here. But I figure the way to discard the body would be to feed the body to pigs. Now, pigs, they live in a horrible lifestyle. They live in shit, mud. So the body's going to get trampled on in there anyway, and they won't be able to see that. They won't be able to smell that because the outraging smell will be from the pigs.
hmm
And pigs eat everything. There's nothing that pigs don't eat.
hmm
And it would be gone in 24 hours. The body
hmm
would be gone. There'd be no evidence,
hmm
if you've got latex gloves and everything like that.
Yeah.
However, when it comes to, what kind of weapon do you want? You don't want like an assault rifle. I think you want like a shotgun. I was
Mm.
watching a FPS Russia video, um, and he was saying that the best shotgun is the Remington 870.
hmm
That is the best shotgun to have for protecting yourself and killing others. No, actually, FPS Russia actually came out of the closet and actually showed his face. I don't know if you like it, FPS Russia, or
Like, what do you mean came out and showed his face?
like he came out and showed his face. Like, he shows his face in every video, but he always has a Russian accent. So he showed his accent. Like, like someone asked him, "Are you really Russian?" And after 4 years of doing the whole Russian thing, he put up a Q&A and he showed his real voice off.
Hmm. Oh,
Um,
shit.
And he came out saying, "Look, this has been great. It's been a great journey. Some of you people thought it was still real. Some of you people thought that I was truly Russian. And it's still great. All the
So
Russian."
is he quitting or?
No, he's not quitting. He just came out of the closet, I guess, and said, "Look, I'm not Russian. Okay, I am a Russianist, sort of, um, how do you put it? Um,
Like,
I know the word that I want to say. I just don't have the word.
I don't even really have a word for it either.
Impressionist. There we go. He's a
Oh.
superb Russian impressionist, but
hmm
he's not from Russia. He's playing a character. It's like Boogie and Francis. You know,
Really? What character does he play?
Boogie.
Yeah.
He plays a character called Francis.
Oh.
The Francis gets mad kind of thing.
Oh, yeah, I don't watch him, so I don't know.
Okay. Okay. So here's the weird question. Okay, that was weird. Okay.
Oh, boy. That's fair.
Okay. If you had to say one phase or word every time you ejaculated, what would that be?
What? Oh, my God. That's so fucking weird. That's the worst question. Oh my god. I would have to, if I could make my voice do this, I would do the Flash Gordon thing. Jesus Christ.
I don't know what I would do. You know, if you could have an accent to do it, maybe you got to have something in the Tom Hanks voice, or you know, you got to have something like Tom Hanks. Like, my mama always said that this was a dangerous tool, or something like that that relates to it, like
Hmm.
your penis being dangerous. But I always, you know, if you watch The Big Bang Theory as well, Sheldon Cooper, Bazinga.
Hmm.
But I mean, there's got to be some better ones out there that you can have.
Hmm.
Come on, Steven. Come on.
Mm.
You've got
I
to have
don't know.
one. You've got to have a few.
Mm. God damn it. I love that Flash Gordon. That'd be the funniest thing in the world. I don't know. I got another funny one. All right, maybe
What if
the
you could have? You were going on about after that, after the call, after the podcast when we ended it. That clip you kept on showing on Facebook. What if you could have his voice?
God damn it! No, no, I don't need to. I don't need to hear it when it drives by and goes. I'm good. No, me no homo.
Sound like E.T.
E.T. no homo. E.T. phone home. God damn it!
E.T. What a movie.
I never even watched it.
Oh God.
That's
Oh
what
God.
that's what everybody says.
Oh God. Oh dear. Oh my God.
Oh wait, I
Uh,
got a better one. I got something better.
okay.
You know that Fred,
Yeah.
the fucker right in the pussy guy?
Yeah, you would have that.
Uh-huh. All of a sudden, fucker right in the pussy.
Hmm. I think I would have to go with the Tom Hanks. Get
Mm.
him to make a custom like soundboard where you could have like, my mama always said not to overuse this thing. uh,
No, no, it's all of a sudden it's like you're going, yes, Jenny, harder Jenny.
or you could have um that white stuff's pretty dangerous, don't you think? I don't want no babies. Um, or gosh darn it, what is this milk thing in my penis? Why are you so stupid, Forrest? Mama said stupid ain't something stupid. Forrest Gump, what a movie.
Mhm.
Oh wait, I'm surprised you've even seen that one if you haven't seen E.T.
I've seen Forrest Gump. That's one of my favorite movies.
Okay, what fictional character would never last in real life?
uh, ooh, I don't know. Hmm. Hmm. That's a good question.
Hmm.
I can't think of any right now.
Oh, come on.
It's bad. I can't think of anybody. I'm being straight up. I can't think of anybody.
Hmm.
Oh, you know who?
Who?
Charlie
Charlie.
from Two and a Half Men. You know, the character
Oh,
Charlie Sheen
Charlie
played.
Sheen, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Why do you think he wouldn't last in real life?
Because all he does is eat, sleep, and fuck.
What's wrong with that?
Nothing wrong with that at all. I just don't think he would last in the real world that much.
Yeah, but he's on a drug. It's called Charlie Sheen. It's not available. Which you can
Charlie
buy once you
Sheen.
adopt.
No Sheen.
Your face will melt off. Oh, turn your body. Turn your
Why
body.
me?
We love to party. What's not to love? The roller is on. Made Booger and Jack.
Damn it, watch us singing. We don't need a damn DCMA again.
Dude, we'll probably get copyrighted
God
again.
damn it.
Fictional character. What would you gotta go for who is the most stupidest like kind of fictional character there is?
Ed from Ed, Ed and Eddie.
Yeah. Oh,
Ed.
SpongeBob SquarePants. He wouldn't not
Oh,
fucking last.
here we
People would
go.
fucking burn him to a pulse.
You would burn into a pulp.
I fucking would, yeah. Too right. Do you know what? I would just burn him constantly and then piss on him constantly, just to put him out and then burn him again and piss on him.
Oh my god.
I hate him. I would love to torture that fucking thing
Oh my god.
in a non-sexual way.
I hope we have no SpongeBob like fanboys in the comments because they're gonna be lighting you up badly.
No. Nah. What fictional characters? I want to say Justin Bieber, but of course he's a proper character, isn't he?
Man, he is in real life.
Yeah. But I mean, Justin Bieber probably won't survive life. So that's that. He keeps on treating my girl like that, he's gonna get shot or something. Saying it. Messing with my Gomez. Not good. I guess Forrest Gump again,
Well, somehow he did, but
Only because of his running.
I keep running and running. Yeah, I believe so.
And because of Johnny. Okay, so what is your most annoying habit?
Oh my god.
One.
Checking my goddamn phone for a message that I know I'm not going to get messaged.
Mine is I always have to be doing something. Like, I can't just sit still. Like, at school, I'd always rock on my chair, I'd always be chewing my pen. I've always got to be doing something. I can't just, I can sit still and watch TV because that's classed as doing something. But if I was to sit in a room still, I couldn't do that. I'd have to rock on my chair or do something, whether it's like put my hand on the desk and just, like bash my fingers on the desk. I have to be doing something.
Mm-hmm.
I can't keep my mind still if I don't do that. Okay. Who do you feel is the most overrated actor or actress is today? I'm going to go first with mine.
Go ahead.
This is based on every movie she is in. It is given like a 5-star just because she's in it. That is Angelina Jolie.
I can agree with that.
She is a very good actor and she's very good looking, right?
Mm-hmm.
And some of the scenes she does in her work is great. But every single movie that she stars in is revealed as a blockbuster must-see, or you've got to go and see this. Angelina's so good in this movie. This film is good because it has her in it.
Uh-huh.
Uh, it is labelled as fucking brilliant because Angelina Jolie's in, and this is it. Like, as soon as this movie gets to its credits, whose name's there first? Angelina
Angelina
Jolie.
Jolie. Uh-huh.
And when the movie starts up, you don't even get into the bothered created or directed. It's just starring Angelina Jolie,
Uh,
created by. It's just fucking Angelina Jolie, and she's
uh-huh.
great. Loved her in many, many, many of films, and especially Lara Croft. But fuck her movies. She's overrated. Her work is overrated.
I mean, I think she was overrated back in the day when she was starting to act. This was back then. I say Cameron Diaz was
Mm,
overrated
yeah.
back
I
in the
also
day.
think fucking who's the chick off Friends?
I don't know. I don't watch Friends.
No, Jennifer Aniston.
Oh, yeah, Jennifer Aniston.
She was hot back in the days, but now that she's old,
Mhm.
she hasn't really aged that well. I also think the girl from American Pie, is it Tara Reid? Yeah, I think so.
Terry, yeah.
Tara Reid. She's overrated as well. Like, everyone assumes because of how good her acting was in American Pie that she's going to be like that in every movie.
hmm
So, but I'd have to go with Angelina Jolie as the biggest one.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Cameron Diaz here.
Okay. What is something that once you start eating, you can't stop?
Goddamn ramen.
What is that?
Ramen noodle. Ramen noodle soup.
Ramen noodle soup?
Yeah.
Never heard of it.
Jesus Christ. You're the only person that's never heard of it.
No, I don't even think it's Bible in the UK.
Holy shit. It comes in like, it's in orange, like, little plastic packages.
Uh-huh.
It come, that's like
I'm
ramen
gonna
noodle soup.
Google this. Ramen
God damn.
noodle.
You're the only person that I know that doesn't exactly know what it is. The world's coming to an end.
Dude, I would just rather have um
A
chicken
hamburger.
noodles. Uh, just rather have chicken noodles, thank you. Like,
Oh my god, we're going to the world's coming to an
the
end.
best type of noodles are super noodles. That's all you
Super
need to know.
noodles.
Yeah, super noodles are amazing. Bachelor's super noodles. They are the best type of noodles ever. You can get chicken flavored. You can get barbecue beef flavored. You can get bacon flavored. Like, chicken noodles are the bomb over here. Super noodles are great.
Ramen is like the college dream over here. That's all the people eat is ramen.
Ramen. No, I see a lot of people in America. They eat what is it now? Chipotle or however you
Oh,
pronounce that.
Chipotle. Yeah,
Yeah.
Chipotle, yeah. I actually don't like Chipotle.
What is Chipotle?
I
Is
know
it?
it's
It's kind
it's
of
like
like Mexican food,
yeah, it's
isn't
like
it?
some type of sauce or something. I'm not really clear on it, but all I know is I can't eat that shit. Fuck that. Can't eat that shit. Blows my ass out like goddamn 4th of July.
Okay, well, I just got a lovely image. Thank you. Um, okay, so mine would be like, I guess like chocolate biscuits. Like, you buy like a pack of
Chocolate
chocolate biscuits.
biscuits.
Yeah, you have like one chocolate biscuit.
Chocolate biscuits. Again,
Yeah,
more things that you have over there that I have no idea what you're talking about.
you don't know what a chocolate biscuit is.
Well, well,
What?
biscuits here,
Wait, wait,
biscuits.
wait, my brain hurts. Hang on.
Well, our
Hang
biscuit
on.
here and your biscuit there are two different things. Do you mean biscuit like a cookie or biscuit like a bake in the oven biscuit?
Oh my god, my brain.
Oh my god, my brain.
Oh my god. Someone, please go and educate the United States.
Somebody please go and educate the United Kingdom.
No, we aren't the problem. A
We are the,
chocolate biscuit.
like, is it like a cookie or is it like a biscuit that you unroll from the package and put it in the oven?
They are
'Cause-
cooked in an oven, but it is a cookie.
oh,
You
it's a
know,
cookie. Yeah, you
like a
call biscuit.
McVitie's biscuit.
Oh, you call cookies biscuits, and we call
Well, yeah,
biscuits
but
biscuits.
I mean, you just need to be normal and call cookies cookies and biscuits biscuits.
Yes, but biscuits over there are cookies. Cookies are
No,
cookies over here.
no, biscuits over here are called biscuits. Cookies are called cookies.
Oh yeah, same here.
There's obviously no, but you have different types of
Yeah, we have different types.
realities of biscuits and cookies. Because you're America, you gotta have like 5 different biscuits and cookies. You, even if they're not double chocolate chip, they're not approved as a proper cookie over in America. If they don't make you fat, they're not food in America.
Actually, I'm not gonna lie about that. That is kind of true. I'm not gonna lie there.
If it doesn't have high in salt or high in sugar, it ain't getting on our agenda.
I know. I'm gonna tell you right now. Don't eat ramen noodles twice a week. Dude,
Why?
that shit has like 700 grams of salt in half a serving.
Dude, you need to get some Bachelor super noodles, man. They're great. You bang them, put some boiling water, 300 milliliters of water,
You
pour
and your
that in.
milliliters, damn it.
Right, you pour it in, you smash your noodles up, microwave for 6 minutes, and you're done.
Really? Ramen, all it is you boil water, like 2 cups or I guess 1,200 milliliters. I guess, I don't know. I don't know
Mm-hmm.
your language, but
Don't know my language, but you copy it.
but you boil it, you boil the water, you just throw the noodles in whole. This is how I do it. I usually put 2 of them in, 3 minutes. You know, take it off the heat, throw your flavor packets in.
Yeah, we have flavor packets for super noodles.
Yeah, so it's kind of like the same thing. So
Yeah.
we use ramen noodles, but you guys use a different type of noodle.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I mean, they can take like 1 minute to cook like on like an oven, but in the
Yeah.
microwave you can cook them for 6. But whatever. So getting into the last 2 topics, the man responsible for putting Xbox dashboard ads has came out and says he's sorry. He went on to explain how ads first came on the Xbox dashboard, etc. But he has come out and said he's sorry now.
A little too late for that.
Yeah, a couple of years later down the line,
Yeah, a little late.
you can finally come out and say, look, I fucked up.
We're sorry. Sorry. Like that one South Park episode. Oh, damn it. I hear shit dropping.
Yeah, something fell off my desk.
Sweet.
Always good.
Yeah.
Right in the middle of a podcast.
Yeah.
Get that key noise and attendance to something falling off my desk. This happens to catch my microphone.
Stand at attention.
Lovely. But yeah, you know, after what 2004, so 10 years later, after making your improved shit, and you know, it was these adverts that I think pretty much inspired Windows 8 as well. To be entirely honest, the whole
I believe
way the dashboard was on the Xbox inspired Windows to drive into this Windows 8 look.
that.
But I mean, to apologize 10 years later is
Yeah.
pretty bullshit, you know.
Uh-huh.
I just don't know what he was playing at. I don't know what Microsoft was playing at. Apart from, you know, counting money in their back pocket and, you know. But the PS4 is, of course, we've talked about the H1Z1 free-to-play zombie game, but it's also getting PlanetSide 2 as well. That I don't know if they're both going to launch this year, but it looks as if PlanetSide will launch this year. But this article says PlayStation 4 getting Zombie Survival MMO H1Z1. Free-to-play officially confirmed for PS4 early access version of PlanetSide 2 will also launch this year. I don't know if that means Zombie Survival will launch this year, but I mean, I'm really excited to see what free-to-play games come, because there was, I think there's a game on Steam, and I think it's called Loadout. I think it might be called Loadout, and it's like a copy version of Team Fortress 2, and that is coming to the PS4. And they've already got Blacklight Retribution, which is a great game. And I really do think free-to-play is a market on PS4.
I know one game I would love to see on the PlayStation 4, but on a console, really. But I know it'll never happen.
What?
I really want to see Half-Life 2 and Gary's mod.
You know, Gary's mod is kind of doable, but
I don't think Half-Life 2.
No, probably not.
I mean, Valve can't even make Half-Life 3, so...
Although, I mean, you got Half-Life 3 coming on PS4.
I can see that happening, but...
Well, no, it's confirmed for PS4 and Xbox One.
Is it?
Yeah. Rumor Patrol Half-Life 3 arriving on PC and consoles. But Gary's mod would be doable to a certain degree. Of course, you'd have to load case the games in, and it'd have to be... I think games like Gary's mod, why they're not submitted onto PS4 is because you have to pay for updates on games, and there would be so many updates for those games because you've got to broadcast new games, you've got to implement new
mods.
Yeah, and it would just cost more to run than what you would earn off profit. So it is a shame that the market works like that. But anyway, guys, we are out of time today. I don't have any more topics. I don't know if Steven does. Apart from Super Noodles beat Ramen Noodles, or however you pronounce these.
Ramen Noodles, god damn it.
No, it's Super Noodles. Super Noodles for the win.
Mr. Noodle from Reading Rainbow.
Bachelor's Super Noodles.
Maruchan Ramen.
The Reading Rainbow. What a TV show.
I don't know where that came from. I just said Mr. Noodle.
Yeah. What is that? What is the Reading Rainbow song? The Reading Rainbow.
Yeah. Pick up a book. Something.
Yes.
Fucking 20 years since I've watched this show. I'm not even 20 yet.
Good 20 years. But, yeah. Ramen Noodles and Super Noodles. Super Noodles for the win. Ramen Noodles suck. And
Ramen Noodles for the win. Super Noodles suck.
And America is fat.
And
there we go, guys.
That's too skinny.
That is a wrap for us. We'll see you guys next time. Be sure to subscribe for more Gamers podcast and other gaming content and other Call of Duty news, gaming news, etc. across the agenda. So we do this show weekly. And yeah, there'll be a playlist link to this podcast playlist where we upload every week, and you can catch all the episodes there, so be sure to go check that out. Be sure to subscribe, and yeah, we'll see you on the next one. Peace.
Copy down below. Comment
down below. Let us know who wins, Super Noodles or Ramen Noodles, whatever.
Yeah.
Hopefully Super Noodles.
Ramen.